Hello, ladies and gents. I see some interesting comments here saying, "I hope I hope the Predator movie still gets released on time." It's got nothing to do with AT&T or WarnerMedia, my dude. Predator is owned by Disney because they own Fox. So sorry to say that. Sort of come in there and correct you, left, right, and center. I do apologize. So we've got an interesting topic to go over today. I think this probably took a lot of people by surprise. AT&T have agreed to a merger of WarnerMedia with Discovery. Pretty left field. I don't think anyone was expecting that. A merger means they're combining the businesses, basically. We'll sort of dive into it. I mean, like we don't. Oh, you're saying what does this merger mean? Well, we don't know yet, really. We'll dive into it. Dive into the articles that have been released. But yeah, Tom's here in the chat. Says this is big. It's huge. It's huge. So I want to kind of go over it and chit chat about it. And yeah, well, that's what we're going to dive into today. Someone said, "Oh, maybe this explains Zack Snyder and his interview." Nah. Maybe he knew something. Nah. Probably not. I don't think anyone really knew this. To be fair, it was pretty out there. There's been no hints of any of this. In fact, there's only been like rumors, more and more rumors of what AT&T are going to be doing on HBO Max with Zack Snyder and all this. And it's like, well, this actually flies in the face of a lot of those rumors, to be fair. A lot of those rumors. So it'll be interesting. It will be very, very interesting. I hope we're all well. We'll wait a little bit longer for a few more people to turn up, as per the norm. And that's basically what we're going to do, to be fair. Oh, okay. I've just received a message from my my co-host of my second channel to say that we're still on to go and pick up some wheels. Surprising, but all right. Sorry, I know that's out there left field for a lot of people. I've got a second channel, car channel. It's linked in the description box. And I'm supposed to be getting some brand new to me. They're for free from a subscriber on Thursday, but they cancelled the pickup because their work's been cancelled. So we have to drive like an extra hour and a half to go and get them. And I'm like, oh, Nick, don't worry about this, mate. I don't want to ask you to do that. It's quite a long drive. Basically, I was trying to get out of it because I don't want to drive that far. And he's like, no, we can go. I'm like, anyway. Well off on a complete tangent there. Let's take a look at the article, right? Because there's been a few articles, to be fair, about all of this. One, how are we all doing? Are we good? Cool. It's a Monday. Yeah. Jasper is actually here. Just as a side note, everyone's been wanting Jasper for a while. He is actually here now. Jasper. Although he is asleep, so I'm not going to wake him up. But he's here. He is here. So let's and I found my rings in the end as well. So let's take a look at this. Let me So there's been a few articles about this, nothing major. No like huge articles have been released or anything like that yet. But enough for us to go like, oh, okay, so there's some information floating around. But like I said, I think the most startling of all of this is just how it flies in the face of what everyone thought was going to be happening with all these rumors that are dropping left, right, and center. Oh, this is happening, and oh, this is happening. I disagree now. So let's take a look at this article. Yeah, that's right. So here we go. This is The Guardian, an absolute shit rag of a website and journalists. Terrible. But it's not just them. There's loads of other people who are reporting on it. So this is just one which condenses it quite nicely. Side note, if you want to support the channel, you want to join in the discussion, get your thoughts out there, super chats. So, also we've got memberships open, guys. On Friday, we did our first membership. No, it wasn't. It was Saturday. We did our first membership-only stream. It was pretty successful. Right, so AT&T agrees a deal to combine WarnerMedia with Discovery. So the new company, it's a new company, it aims to compete with the world's largest streamers, such as Netflix and Disney. Now, that, ladies and gents, is an admission that HBO Max is a shambles. It's an admission that HBO Max is a failure. It's an admission that they started it too soon. They didn't have enough ready to go. But yeah, I would say that that's an admission right there. Massive admission. And I'm sure there'll be some people that will say, no, definitely not. But I massively reckon so, to be fair. Why would you, if it was a success, why would you get rid of it? Why would you go, yeah, no worries, we'll just get rid of this? Why would you do it? Why? Of course you wouldn't. The merger sounds like a money grab. Well, I mean, all businesses are money grabs, so yeah. The parent company of CNN, HBO, and the Hollywood studio behind Batman and Harry Potter franchises has struck a deal with Discovery to create a new global media superpower to take on streaming services, Netflix, and Disney+. The US telecoms company AT&T, which acquired the media assets in an $85 billion takeover of Time Warner 3 years ago. It's crazy to think it's 3 years ago now. I guess we've had almost 2 years of COVID and stuff. I'm about to sneeze. God damn. Sneezing on a stream like a fucking... sorry about that, ladies and gents. I've blown your eardrums. Oh, that's horrendous. Right, anyway. That is rude and disgusting. And I'm blushing because that is absolutely awful. Right. It's crazy to think it's 3 years ago. Absolutely crazy to think it's 3 years ago. We had nearly 2 years now of just COVID nonsense. So 3 years, yeah. But anyway, they've agreed to spin off of its media content division, now known as WarnerMedia, into a separate business entirely in combination with Discovery. Now, the deal will create a content powerhouse spanning Warner Brothers film and TV output, including Friends and The Big Bang Theory, the HBO network behind hits including Game of Thrones and Succession, and Discovery's stable of reality TV shows in genres including nature, cooking, and home improvement. Basically, let's just get everything, get absolutely everything, and chuck it under one roof. Now, going back to, I think it was My Titan 101 said it's a cash grab. I mean, it is. Look, under the deal, AT&T, which has a market value of $230 billion, will receive $43 billion in cash and debt securities and take a 71% stake in the new business. So it's a new, they are selling it off, sort of, but not. They're like, hey, do you want this? Cool, let's merge them together. We'll get a bit of that, though. We'll get some money and we'll control a little bit of it. We'll minimize some of the risk. It's almost like they're saying, look, we'll combine it together, but we'll also minimize some of the risk by taking a big percentage of it as well. Like a 71% stake. You could look at it and you could look at it in another way and say, oh, well, they want to retain a share of it. And that's playing devil's advocate. Yeah, they could be. But still, why would you want to sell it off and combine it if there's no real reason? That you just wouldn't. It is a failure. I still think it's a failure anyway, but whatever. So new business, 71% stake. They get some cash. There you go. However, David Zaslav, the chief executive of Discovery, which has a market value of about $20 billion and will control the remaining 29% stake, has been named chief executive of the business. So that's the other thing, right? 71% stake goes to AT&T. Yeah, controlling stake. New business. Again, entirely brand new business. But we'll get Discovery to run it. Okay. All right, then. Makes sense. Zaslav said that the deal will create a globally scaled growth company committed to a strong balance sheet that is better positioned to compete with the world's largest streamers. Now, that almost sounds like a subtle dig. Bye, JFK, for a little bit, mate. Stop spamming like a dickhead. It almost sounds like a subtle dig there, doesn't it? You know, globally scaled growth company committed to a strong balance sheet. Basically, hey, look, HBO Max, things like that, not that great on balance sheet. Oh, Netflix definitely not that great on balance sheet. Oh, Disney definitely not that great on balance sheet. But we'll sort that out. Maybe is that kind of what they're saying here? AT&T and Discovery said that combining the two businesses will result in at least $3 billion in annual cost synergies, including an expectation of significant job cuts, which will be used to increase investment in content and digital innovation and to scale its global streaming business. People keep banging on about streaming as the future. I don't think it is. In an email to all Discovery employees, Zaslav acknowledged that staff may have questions about the synergy estimates, which, I mean, understandably they would. Rest assured, we will work diligently and conscientiously throughout that process and always communicate as transparently as possible. This transaction will also create meaningful growth opportunities for many of our employees who manage to stay in a job, as we get the opportunity to compete at a much bigger table. Now, the business will have revenues of about $52 billion and profits of $14 billion. AT&T will appoint 7 of its 13 board members, including the chairman. And the deal marks the latest round of consolidation in recent years as broadcasting, media, and tech companies seek to scale to compete globally in the streaming age. But this is at a time when WarnerMedia are like, yeah, we're going to push it way out. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to do this. So good. And now they're like, yeah, we're for sale, actually. What? All right, then. And do they think people are really going to, are they going to buy into this? In the past 18 months, a swathe of new streaming services have launched, with Disney Plus racing to more than 100 million subscribers. Netflix is topping 200 million, and Amazon's Prime estimated to have in excess of 200 million regular users. I can believe that about Amazon Prime, to be honest. A deal between AT&T and Discovery would aim to create a new player with the content and scale to compete. HBO, which is owned by WarnerMedia, and its HBO Max streaming services have about 64 million subscribers worldwide. Discovery, which owns networks including Animal Planet and the flagship Discovery Channel, reaches more than 88 million US homes and has attracted 15 million subscribers to its Discovery Plus streaming service, which launched in January. AT&T's strategic reversal, will shift its focus to its core telecoms business and the rollout of 5G mobile networks and full fiber broadband. It does sound like they're trying to shuttle it off so that they can just go, right, okay, cool. We still got the stake, but it's a separate business. We're not fully liable for it, maybe, but we're just going to push it out there. Discovery can run it. We'll have people there on the board to sort of control it a little bit. Obviously, you've got the stake anyway, but we'll focus on this a little bit more. We don't know what we were doing with TV. You can just deal with it. It's kind of what it sounds like. In February, AT&T agreed to sell a majority stake in the satellite TV service DirecTV, which has been losing tens of millions of customers as viewers moved to streaming, in a deal that valued the business at a quarter of the $48.5 billion it was acquired for in 2015. I mean, look, it's pretty massive. There was some commentary on the game side of thing as well, if I remember rightly. Let me just try and find some of that stuff. Where is it? So what do you guys think overall? I mean, as someone who pays for it, who pays for HBO Max or as a platform, you'll get more stuff. So that's good, right? You'll get more stuff, maybe. But it doesn't sound good. The LA Times has a very interesting article. I mean, they literally say, what went wrong? And that's the thing. Like, it's not a good thing that this is happening in terms of the business itself. It's not like, this is positive. This is a successful business. It's bad in that aspect, anyway. So I'll tell you what we'll do. So, well, we'll just get some thoughts first before we move off into the next article. So Lloyd Lester says, I love it. Netflix is trash. They inject hidden agendas and narratives in a lot of their shows. I wouldn't say they're hidden, really. They're pretty out there in the open, but yeah. Because Warner was making dumb decisions. Yeah. Vaughan B, is it storming in your part of the UK? Yeah, it is. It's pretty bad where I am, to be fair. I'm not really impressed. I'm more concerned with AT&T ceding full control. I liked it better when they were putting the screws to Warner. That's the thing. They are. They're sort of giving it away. Donovan says, I still get it off my cable package, but there still isn't enough to keep it compared to my Amazon Prime. That's interesting. I don't think Amazon Prime... Maybe Amazon Prime is better in the States because it's pretty crap in the UK, to be fair. Marshmallow, we get more stuff, but we don't own any of it. Saturation of choice means that we'd spend more time surfing rather than watching. Yeah, good points, to be honest. Horseradish power. My thoughts. My local cinema is open again Wednesday. I'm looking forward to watching Godzilla vs. Kong. Good. Are they going to up the price? I am assuming that's what you're saying there. And I would imagine, probably, actually. White Fang says, I'll stay with physical media as long as I can. Yeah, agree with that as well. With this merger, who owns the DC property? Discovery or Warner Brothers? Well, I don't know. Because it's WarnerMedia. It's not Warner Brothers. But WarnerMedia has the rights to... It's dependent how they do it. Because it's Warner Brothers. Was AT&T owns it all. They could change it'll be AT&T that still own it. Whether they then choose to lease the rights out, maybe to Discovery, maybe Warner Brothers would still technically have it, I believe. But then there'll be some kind of deal where Discovery and the new company, WarnerMedia and Discovery, will be able to use some of it. They'll have to, because HBO and HBO Max will be running DC properties, right? So there will have to be that aspect thrown in there. Has to be. Literally has to be. So, yeah, I don't know. That's the question on everyone's minds, yeah. I'm a physical guy. Love building my home collection. I hope you bought Blackfields then. It'll be under one company, a new company. Well, currently it only seems to be streaming. It's not movies. So DC streaming will be under this new company. Yep. But not the movie side of things. Unless they then change something moving forwards. I'm totally lost on all these property rights. Yeah, no, I agree. How did you like Marvel Aliens comic issue 2? Am I releasing a video on it? I did that ages ago. I did that when it came out, dude. Go back. I've done a review on issue 2. Literally, it was weeks ago now. Weeks and weeks ago. But yeah, I can't remember what I called it, but it's there. I've got the I've done the review of Marvel's Alien issue 2. Yeah, so going back to this, Sith Spit is look, completely right. You know, I'm lost on all these property rights. Yeah. I think a lot of people are as well, in fairness. It's tricky to keep track. But yeah, I don't think you're not gonna get rid of it. HBO Max would have to have some of them, but so will WarnerMedia because they're making the movies. It's dependent how AT&T choose to move forwards with it. Ultimately, they are still in like ownership of it. They got 71% stake, so they're still the ownership of it all. Mike Jolin, don't really matter. Let's see if they start producing quality movies. It's for streaming. It's not for movies, guys. This is currently what we know of. It's just streaming by the sounds of it. So it's not movies. Warner Brothers is not under this. It's WarnerMedia. So separate company, not Warner Brothers. That's what we know of it up to this point. This other article may reveal a little bit more, but from what I know, Warner Brothers are not part of it. It's a streaming platform that they're looking to do. What watch am I wearing? It's just a Citizen Eco Drive. Quite cheap, actually, to be fair. I highly recommend it, though. It's a good watch. Yeah. Any word on the new Predator comic, or have I missed that info? Probably not happening for a while because Disney are being sued by the Thomas brothers. So yeah, but they changed the date of that lawsuit. I got sent actually by a subscriber, so they changed the date of the hearing. Right, so I mean, let's have a look at this new. Article. Warner Brothers falls under WarnerMedia. It does, but that's it. That's if they're not restructuring the company, which they could be, because they only sold it for $43 billion, which is, I mean, that's not much. That's running at a loss, isn't it? How much they bought it for? They spent $85 billion on it all, so only getting 45 or 43 billion back. I can't imagine Warner Brothers is under that. I could be wrong, but AT&T are not going to want to do that, are they? Surely, even with a controlling stake, that's going to piss them off. Again, I could be wrong, but I just don't see it. FYI, reporter Jason Killar, the WarnerMedia chief, is said to be negotiating his exit. Yeah, I can believe that. They'll be restructuring the whole business. So, yeah. I can believe that. But anyway, let's have a look at this new article. So this is the LA Times. I mean, they're pretty much on it, right? You know, AT&T to spin off HBO, other WarnerMedia assets in a huge deal with Discovery. What went wrong? What did go wrong, right? This is bad news. It's bad for them as a business. This isn't positive. So 3 years ago, AT&T Inc. marched into Hollywood with big ambitions to be a 21st century media colossus, connecting its booming cell phone business with legendary media properties. HBO, Warner Brothers, film, TV, Turner channels, CNN, etc. Now the company is retreating from those plans. Not technically, though. They still have a controlling stake. But that's playing devil's advocate. It's still bad. None of this is positive. So daunted by the challenges of competing in the streaming age and shackled by a mountain of debt, the Dallas telecommunications behemoth is poised to spin off its entertainment assets into a new venture with cable programming company Discovery, which owns HGTV, the Food Network, and Animal Planet, according to people familiar with the matter who were not authorized to comment. So basically a leak. Marshmallow jumps in here, supporting the channel with a super chat. Thank you so much, man. Has streaming become the social media equivalent to entertainment where people will start to go back to analog and traditional media? Don't know, to be fair. It's an interesting question, though, isn't it? It's an interesting question. I think people overestimate how streaming will affect things. I still don't think streaming is the future. I think they want it to be the future, but just don't think it will be. So the companies are expected to announce their proposed joint venture as early as Monday. Okay, well, I mean, we are here on Monday. So this is a little bit ahead of that. So AT&T and Discovery were in advanced talks to merge their entertainment properties. The deal would reshape Hollywood. So yeah, it does seem to be them. Maybe it is Warner Brothers as well. That's the surprising part here. That's the surprising part. They didn't mention that in the first thing. Let's have a look. Is that actually Warner Brothers as well then? If that is, that's so big. If that is Warner Brothers as well, that's one of the biggest things ever. Also, this just in, Warner Brothers Games is getting broken up somehow due to AT&T's WarnerMedia plus Discovery sale merger. Quote, some of the gaming arm will stay with AT&T and some will go with a new company, a representative tells Axios. No further info. Warner Brothers Games lists 11 studios, games for all kinds of IPs and devices. Wow. That's huge. That's huge. Even they're going. But isn't it interesting? All of these articles are just streaming. It's just to create a streaming giant. It does sound like maybe Warner Brothers is part of it then as well. That's what's the Financial Times say then? That's so yeah. Let's get rid of this. Pop this in here instead. What? Go away. I don't want to be a subscriber to your shite thing. Why can I read it on this one? I've literally got it on another page and it works fine. How does that make any sense? That's super annoying. That's a pain in the ass. Here we go. I've literally got it on another. Like, how does this? Oh my god, Financial Times, shut up. Right, anyway. So AT&T has agreed to spin off and combine WarnerMedia with its rival Discovery in a multi-billion-dollar deal to create. We wouldn't even say they're rivals. Like, how they're rival when they're valued at $20 billion? To create a media empire that has the programming heft to compete with Disney and Netflix in a global streaming race. The move will create the second largest media company in the world by revenue after Disney. It comes just 3 years after AT&T paid $85.4 billion for the owner of CNN, HBO, and Warner Brothers, and reflects the breakneck pace of change for traditional US media groups attempting to reinvent themselves as streaming services. Why streaming? Why? Here's $5 for that light bill. Thank you, Smoke Monster. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Under the proposed tie-up, one of Hollywood's most prized portfolios, including Warner Brothers Film. So it is. Wow, no. I just thought it was the television side of it. Okay, right. No, so this changes it entirely. But because, so this is important though. So Warner Brothers will now be a new company, right? Or owned by a new company. But the important part of it is that it is still, ladies and gents, still AT&T that has the controlling stake of 71% or something like that. Yeah, 71%. Very interesting. I Spy Might Little Eyes, something beginning with J. Yeah, Jasper is here. He's chilling out. He's asleep at the moment, bless him. So yeah, so Warner Brothers are part of it. This is bigger than I thought it was. I knew it was big, but yeah, goddamn. That's the one says you need some ad blockers, mate. Hell no, because if you use ad blockers on YouTube, you're stopping me from getting money as well. I think that's real bad. And I'm using these websites to give you content. I'm not gonna be scummy and not give them. You know, well, it's just an ad being on their page. Who cares about that? But if you use ad blockers on my videos, I literally don't earn anything. You're watching it completely for free, which you're watching it for free anyway. So that sucks a dick, to be fair. Hence why YouTube's going way downhill. Anyway, that's my little rant out of the way. Let's go that down over here. Yeah, this is massive. this is way, 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 way bigger. It makes a lot of sense as to why Warner Brothers Games is being broken up then as well. Lloyd Lester says only as shareholders, AT&T 71% and Discovery at 29%. Yeah, well, yeah, no, I know. But AT&T is still the controlling stake. That's mental. Bud Boy Production says this is so big, dude. Yeah, it is. I mean, this is huge. Absolutely massive. Horseradish Power says, I reckon the answer lies in scale of streaming. They're consolidating to create a bigger library of programs for streaming. HBO Max should have had that, to be fair. Like, HBO Max should have been that, but they rushed it. Boy, did they rush it. Wow. Soon they will be the unwarranted brothers. Funny. I like that one. Marcos A. Why Batman is now owned by the Property Brothers? Well, owned by CEO David Zaslav, who makes the Property Brothers and 90 Day Fiancé. Wow. Well, he's just a cheap. They don't own. AT&T still has the controlling stake of 71% of shares. So, and the majority of the board members of this new company will be made up by AT&T. It's mental, though, isn't it? That is absolutely crazy. So David Zaslav, Discovery long-serving chief executive, will lead the combined group, which will be 71% owned by AT&T. Jason Kilar, obviously, is now negotiating his exit anyway, apparently. The new combined company will have an enterprise value of about 132 billion, including 56 billion in debt. The two companies said they expected about 3 billion in annual synergies, which they plan to invest in content and digital innovation. A name has not been confirmed publicly, but the front runner being discussed internally is Warner Discovery. That is a lame ass name. According to two people close to the situation. Warner Discovery. Oh my God. Can you not just call it another one? Can we not just call it another one? Another fucking streaming service. Another one. Can we not just call it that? Another one. Let's do that. The transaction represents a humbling retreat for AT&T, which ran up one of corporate America's biggest debt piles in a gamble to become the world's biggest vertically integrated content and distribution company. This should put an end to the debate about synergies between content and distribution, said Jonathan Chaplin, analyst at New Street Research, who called the deal complete capitulation. I mean, it's pretty bad, to be fair. But look, they're still controlling it, so it's not a complete retreat. Discover Warner would be better. Yeah, it would actually. Isn't it a big mistake when lockdowns are over to put so many eggs in the streaming basket with cinemas reopening? Yes, I completely agree. I completely agree. I don't understand what this massive focus is on streaming. I've never understood it. I don't think I ever will. To me, it doesn't make any goddamn sense. This huge push for streaming when they've already proven, they've proven that theaters can make money again. Proven it. So the spin-off is the latest in a series of unsentimental deals by John Stankey, who took over as chief executive last year, to unwind the expansionist legacy of his predecessor and refocus the company on its core business. This included selling a 30% stake in DirecTV to private equity group TPG this year, a deal that valued the ailing television business at $16.25 billion, roughly a third of what AT&T paid for it 6 years ago. And they've done this now for it's like 45 billion, or 43 billion, but they paid 85 billion for this. So it's not good. That's pretty bad, to be fair. So, is the timing for merger random or very specific? And what brands does Discovery have? Well, Discovery is not actually something we get here in the UK. That's another thing that's important here, is they keep saying it's going to be a global powerhouse, but HBO Max isn't in the UK. Like, none of this shit is global. None of it is global. So it's fascinating that they think it's going to be a global powerhouse. Yeah, it has the potential to be, but they've never actually pushed it out globally. Disney Plus managed to get out here, but HBO Max never did. Like, mental. Absolutely mental. Now, the impetus for the Discovery tie-up is the accelerating race between the world's biggest tech and media companies to catch up with Netflix and own a piece of the future of entertainment. This is what they keep thinking, that streaming is the future. Why? I tell you what, right? If they were smart, what they would do is take advantage of the universal, I think it was universal and theatre chain law that meant studio companies could no longer own theatres. That, if they were smart, that is what they would do. They would take advantage of that law lapsing, and they just buy a fucking theatre chain. That would be smart. Get the studio to buy a theatre chain, and then you're literally just pushing your movies direct. Put them at a slightly higher rate, the others at a slightly discounted rate. I don't know. There's so many ways you could do this. And I think this is the fact that they're putting all of their eggs into this one streaming basket is just, nah. It's not it. It's not the future. Austin Wilcutt says streaming is not the future. It's just a fad like 3D Blu-ray. Honestly, I genuinely believe it. And we've seen it as well. We have seen the amount that theatres can take recently. Huge sums of money. Huge. And I've just got a video now waiting to be released, which was on Spiral and Army of the Dead absolutely flopping. And you compare those numbers, like Spiral took like $8-point-something million. Sorry, that'd be amazing if it was a billion. $8-point-something million on its opening weekend, which is good, but not good when you then compare it to something like Godzilla vs. Kong that took like 30-odd million on its opening weekend. So it's not that theatres are bad now. It's that people are being more specific about what they choose to watch. Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead only took $780,000. And it's not like it was shown in like under 400 theatres, but it was making just under or just over $3,000 a theatre or something like that. Not good. Like, it's that people are being very specific about what they choose to watch. I don't think you're ever going to catch up with the likes of Netflix. I don't think you can. The point is that Netflix became something in pop culture. It's like, oh, we're going to Netflix and chill. Obviously, I'm just going to, bring a girl or a boy, whichever way you swing. You could bring a bird around your house, fuck her, and watch some Netflix. It was that became the thing, right? Became like it's a meme in and unto itself. I'm going to Netflix and chill with this chick. Like, Netflix wound its way into pop culture. You just can't do that now. I don't think you can catch up with it. Even Disney Plus is struggling. Yeah, and you could say, well, it's hit over 100 million subscribers, but that's with deals like, get Disney Plus for $1 or $3 or, absolutely garbage sums of money. Netflix manages to keep its subscribers, even though it doesn't actually have that many good stuff on it. Because it doesn't. Netflix is fine, but it's almost become the backbone. Like, you were like, oh, yeah, of course I've got Netflix. Why wouldn't I have Netflix? Very few people have Amazon Prime. Anyway, Marshmallow says, I describe this fetish of streaming wishful thinking as at its finest. Yeah, you're right. You are right. I think people waiting for Netflix S. What's that? Oh, yeah, like a porn version or something. We have content fatigue on Netflix. I have so much crap I haven't watched yet that I'm not motivated to begin. Yeah? I cancelled my Netflix after Cuties. Yeah, well, yeah, quite rightly so, if you wanted to do that, for sure. GVK had a terrible script, in my opinion. It's dumb fun, but I hope they won't continue with this line. I mean, that's not really the topic of conversation, but yeah, sure. I hate Netflix. There's so many things you can watch, but most of it ain't worth watching. True, but you still have it, though, don't you? This is the thing, right? It became that thing that everyone just has. Streaming is good, but doesn't beat going to the cinema. Streaming is good for TV series, but not for premiering movies. But still, why can't both work and be successful? Well, this is the thing: is that you can't put all your eggs in one basket like they're doing here. It's mental, to be fair. Anyway, let's keep going with this. Within the past 18 months alone, Disney, Apple, WarnerMedia, Comcast, Discovery, and others have launched streaming platforms with global ambitions. Where's the fucking global ambition? None of it has made its way to the UK. Disney did. It's in the UK. Comcast, Discovery. I mean, they're not streaming services in the UK. Yeah, you could pay for them in conjunction with like Sky or something like that. No one's going to fucking do that, because to have Sky in the UK, you have to have a TV license, because you watch BBC services on there. No one wants the BBC, British broadcaster. No one wants that crap on there. No one wants TV licenses in the UK either. I think there's a massive disconnect between some of these American companies and their global ambitions, like the actual geographical, cultures that they're trying to get with. Like HBO Max has a whole bunch of stuff available on Sky. It's like, well, no one wants Sky. No one wants Sky. No one wants to pay for it. And no one wants to pay for a TV license to have to pay for Sky either. Like, fuck that. That's not streaming. I just want to download an app and pay my subscription. That's all I want to do. I got my Amazon Prime. I got my Netflix. None of this garbage. Like, fuck off. Anyway, writing before the announcement of the deal, Jason Bazinet, analyst at Citi, said he could imagine several other potential studios entering the fray for Discovery, or to propose a competing merger with WarnerMedia. Oh, well, they didn't. We would not rule out Comcast, Disney, or Viacom CBS getting involved, he wrote. Well, they didn't. AT&T and Discovery included significant termination fees under the deal, agreeing to pay $720 million or $1.8 billion respectively if the deal fell through. Oof, that's insane. But it just means that they're pretty much bang up for the deal as well. Discovery and WarnerMedia generated combined revenues of $41 billion in 2020, which compares with the $65 billion turnover at Disney, the world's biggest media group. Discovery's catalogue of low-cost factual programming, sustaining 80 network brands in more than 200 countries and territories, is potentially a valuable complement to WarnerMedia's own entertainment-heavy library of shows and movies. Meanwhile, WarnerMedia's financial size and the quality of its catalogue will give Discovery a shot at being one of the top 4 global streaming services. Streaming. Guys, I'm going to stop reading this for a little while and just ask you guys, and I'm going to wait for your answers. What do you think of this streaming stuff? Good? Yes? No? Do you care? The fact that this is now being owned by someone else or a new company, does this interest you even more or less? Streaming is okay. I have cable. I miss crowd sound in cinema, for example, when Bane broke Batman's back in The Dark Knight. Yeah. Streaming is full of weak stuff. Yeah, could be good if they've good titles. I just sell the high seas. I don't pay for anything. Same shit, new brand. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't care for the streaming services. Pluto TV, what channels? I've no idea what you're talking about. What does Lord Jasper think of all this? Well, he's very tired about it all. He's stressed. I hope it will create better content, but in the grand scale of things, not that fussed about it, really, to be honest. Yep. No change. I have little interest in streaming now. I have Amazon for Prime delivery. Yeah, same actually. That's the only reason I've got Amazon Prime, is for the Prime delivery. Because I kept ordering stuff on Amazon, and I was like, well, why wouldn't I just pay however much it is for free delivery? It makes sense. To be fair, it literally just made sense. It sounds like it might implode after it starts. Not really interested in a new streaming service myself. Streaming is the future. They just need to perfect it. You have more people at home at any point than in the cinema. It just needs to be worked out monies wise. That's the thing. How can they? How can they earn the money when everyone is at home sharing one account? Whereas if you all go to the theatre, I mean, you just can't take the money from streaming. I just don't think you can. Depends on the content they put out. I want actual storytelling and not woke BS like we are getting mostly everywhere else. I don't think that will change at all, but one can hope. Streaming is easy and convenient, but if it's a movie I really like, I'm going to always buy the physical copy and will always go watch certain movies in theaters. Yep. The only thing I'm hoping for is that Aliens Fireteams blows Aliens Colonial Marines out the water. Wishful thinking, I guess. Well, a different thing. Completely different company, but yeah. Streaming. Physical media, TV. Nothing matters if you don't have a quality product to show. Yes, agreed. But that's the thing, isn't it? Is that when you are on streaming, it's quite rare to get a quality product because the amount of investment versus the return on that investment. So that, you literally, hit the nail on the head. Right, it is about quality. Absolutely agreed. But will they actually get the quality when it's on streaming? Because people keep thinking it's the future, but the amount of money they make from it is not that much. It's not the same revenues that they can generate from a blockbuster movie, for instance. Like you're not going to see Marvel create an Endgame just for Disney Plus. You just won't do it. And that's the thing, is that if you combine it, are you going to, releasing in theaters, releasing on HBO Max, are you going to eat into your profits? Potentially. And I think that's what Legendary thought was happening with Godzilla vs. Kong, and will more than likely happen with Dune as well. Agree, Mr. H, it won't change. It's the norm these days. Just worried about the games. Yeah, the games one is weird, to be fair. This reminds me of a proverb of that too many cooks spoil the broth if everyone gets in on the act. Yeah, agreed. That's the downside, like people do buy football, stream, and sit together with friends together. Others had HBO, and at her place, we watched Game of Thrones. Yeah, exactly. I don't seem to have any issues with streaming quality-wise. Really? Well, interesting. Because a lot of those companies are running at a deficit at the moment. And that's why their streaming's doing well. That's why they're doing it like that, to be fair. Because they're paying big money with the potential to get it back, but they haven't proven that they'll get it back yet. Theaters will always be king. Yeah. I'm glad some people think like I do. Streaming, what is it? Streaming is paid to be able to pay Internet Plus sub. Disney wanted you to pay again for a new movie. It means it will be like that at some point. Yeah, that's the aim, isn't it? This is why I hope for more independent filmmakers in this world that want to create good stories and build on them. This is why I root for people like you, Mistake Reviews. Well, I appreciate that, but alas, I'm done with my filmmaking career, I think, ladies and gents. But anyway, which most people will be really happy about anyway. So let's keep going a little bit further with this. While the two companies bring complementary content and geographic footprints, the merger will require a wrenching integration process, potentially wasting the efforts to build and market separate streaming services. Discovery in April said it had reached 15 million subscribers across its streaming business, while HBO Max signed up almost 3 million subscribers in the first quarter. That's pretty terrible, reaching 9.7 million retail subscribers by the end of March. However, the companies are struggling to keep pace with the much larger rivals. Netflix has 208 million subscribers globally, while Disney Plus has lured 104 million subscribers in only a year and a half since its launch. Those numbers are really, really, like they're said in bad faith, I think, to be fair. Like 208 million Netflix subscribers. I mean, that's been going for years and years and years. It's the original sort of. And Disney Plus, 104 million. they've been selling off their bloody things cheap as hell. So 104 million is not something I would completely go, balls to the wall with Disney Plus. And Netflix, I mean, they built that over years, absolutely years. Will you premiere Breaking Lights on your channel? No, probably not. I think it's going to be a Blu-ray exclusive, or at the very least, it will be a Blu-ray exclusive for like a year. What happened to the Lovecraftian thing you were working on? I finished it. I finished it ages ago. I finished it before Black Fields was finished, and it will be sold on Blu-ray first, and then maybe on the channel. So, but we'll see. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, it's probably just going to be a Blu-ray exclusive, I think, to be fair. The guys that have got the Blu-ray and have watched it now understand the quality that is on the Blu-ray, and especially on the documentary. And the Breaking Lights documentary is much, much better than the Black Fields one, if you can believe it. Like, it's much better documentary. So it's absolutely worth just keeping it as a Blu-ray exclusive, I think. The most important thing is you tried, Mr. H. I feel you did something very good and creative. Failure is not trying. And you tried. You did a good job. Well, thanks so much. Appreciate that. 2007 is when Netflix first started streaming movies. Wow. Was it 2007? That's a long time ago, isn't it? That is a long time ago. The transaction is a victory for Discovery's two main shareholders, who have backed Zaslav in making an aggressive pivot to streaming, which would either give the traditional television group a future or make it more attractive to suitors. Together, John Malone, the billionaire cable and media mogul, and Advance, the investment vehicle for the Newhouse family, the owners of Condé Nast, control about 45% of voting power at Discovery. So Liontree and Goldman Sachs served as financial advisors to AT&T, and Sullivan and Cromwell acted as legal advisor. Blah, 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 blah. Shares in AT&T were up 4.3% in early trading, while Discovery was up 4.5%. So people are trying to get in there now as well. Only questions that matters is, where is thou chair? Don't ask me about this fucking chair. Honestly, no idea. About your movie career, Mr. H, can't do a female-centric and try to fund another film via state grant or funds. I know the new guidelines are work crap, but still, I'd happily do a female-centric movie if I had, an epiphany to do it. So yeah, no, I'm happy to do that, to be fair. Carl Dawson says, how is HBO Max a failure when they've equaled Hulu? No. Well, easily a failure if AT&T is selling the whole fucking thing. I mean, you literally can't say otherwise. It is a failure. And it's not, you can't just say, oh, well, HBO Max equals Hulu, therefore it's not a failure. How much does HBO Max spend on their products versus Hulu? I think that's a really sort of, blinkered way of looking at it. Like a really blinkered way of looking at it. It's all about expenditure versus like comeback on it all. And also it can be an objective failure for what the company wants, which is very clearly an objective failure because they're selling it. Like, you can't say that they want to keep it because it's a massive success, because they don't. They're selling it. So pretty easy to say that it's a failure objectively by the company's own actions. They want to get rid of it. So they have. So why? That's not something that they want to keep, is it? And yeah, AT&T is still in debt. Exactly. Another idea could become another movie. Mistake, you never know. Yeah, true. Why is Hulu so high priced? There's like one or two good shows. Yeah, true. Gino X 1987 says, you think noir films will ever make a comeback? Imagine modern setting in black and white, doing the classic pulp style with crime and horror stories. Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know if they'll ever make a comeback, though. But yeah, I don't know. But I mean, it is an objective failure by their own actions. They're selling it, so it's not exactly a massive roaring success that they want to keep, is it? Is this goddamn video checked yet? Whatever. I'm releasing one of my videos. There you go. I fucking hate YouTube at the moment. I really do. It takes less than 20 minutes to check your video. Says literally an hour later. Yeah, all right. Thanks, mate. If you ever wonder why videos are late, it's because of that. Fucking bag of shits. Anyway. So let's have a look. Let's see what you are all saying. No more articles now. Let's just talk. Let's chit-chat about it all, shall we? Oh, okay. I pay $5.99 for Hulu here in the States. My Titan 101 is off. Peace out. G.I. Joe Origins Snake Eyes is coming. It's going to be lit. I don't know about that. YouTube is the biggest streaming service in the world than Netflix. Maybe by that definition, to be fair, like in terms of like how many people are like active users and things like that. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I agree with you there. Your thoughts on eBay blocking adult content? It's what? I didn't know eBay did that, but all right. Also, how do you feel about the West trying to control anything with hot females? Yeah, you will have to elaborate a lot more than that, to be fair, mate. A lot more. Is that a Corsair 4000D case? It's Corsair. It's new. It's got glass on it, so probably. You'd know about it more than me. I would say probably you're right, to be fair. I actually don't know, in fairness, mate. I would say you're probably right. Are you keeping the beard? For the time being, I'll keep my little white patches growing out. Yeah, why not? So I can look super old as fuck with my old beard. Start a bodybuilding channel. No. I'm not interested. I'm not a bodybuilder anyway. Like I used to do bodybuilding stuff, which, side note, ladies and gents, used to sometimes do bodybuilding stuff, but I'm not interested in it anymore. I haven't competed for years, absolutely years. Mr. H, I'll give you $200 for the squeaky chair. You don't want this chair; it'll hurt your back. So let's talk about this goddamn chair. Let's talk about this goddamn chair that people have been banging on about. So I've been speaking to Ellie. I've had now DPD turn up at my house twice to pick up a non-existent chair that's here. Ellie is having a massive issue with the company. So I've just told him to get a refund. I've just said, mate, can you please just get a refund? Because they're talking about getting a way bill at the end of May, which will put it as a month. And a way bill notice isn't even it actually being sent out. So it's putting it at a complete month of just nothingness. So I said you should just cancel it, get a complete refund. Either just give the money back to everyone, which is not me being ungrateful. Like obviously I just fucked this whole thing up anyway because they didn't come out with any notes and I said I don't need a chair. I didn't order a chair. Go away. But the people just seem absolutely fucking incapable of organising it, and it's just a stress for me because when people turn up at my fucking house, I'm trying to work. And I can't have randoms just keep fucking turn up at my house asking for a chair that I don't have. So I have literally asked Ellie to cancel it because it's just a fucking nightmare. And it probably won't be worth all the hassle either. I know that sounds really shit to say, but I don't think it'll end up being worth all the hassle that not only they're going through to try to, Ellie and everyone else going through to trying to organise it all, which is obviously a pain in the ass for everyone. And I just don't think I'm personally worth it either. I just don't think anyone should have to go through that much fucking hassle and aggro to get a fucking chair delivered. It's I'm not worth it. It's not worth it. So I have asked him to get a refund and just be done with it, basically. Either give the money back to everyone or I don't know. But I've just said, just get a refund. I said, it literally is my personal request. Please get a refund. Because it's just pain in the ass for everyone involved. It's not worth it for anyone. It's not fair for anyone to deal with it. It's just shit, to be fair. So, yeah. I said, nah. You can't bodybuild forever. Miss H is taking the right approach, still working out to maintain healthy muscle fat ratio. I'm bigger. I'm actually bigger than I ever was, believe it or not. No, I saw you bronzed up. You did. That's bodybuilding stuff. I knew he was a Chad once. I knew it. No, I'm actually bigger than I'm actually bigger than I was back then. So in those photos, I would have weighed about 75-ish kilos. I weigh about 90 kilos now. And I've got veins on my abs at the moment. So I'm still in pretty good shape. I'm much bigger than I ever was, to be fair. But I'm not interested in doing a bodybuilding channel. Don't worry. I'm not interested. I have these photos ready to go on StreamYard just for a laugh because it's funny because people are like, I get called a fucking roid head all the time and people think I'm this or that and I'm an incel and I'm like, so I just pop those images up just for a laugh every now and then. But no, in terms of just maintaining, again, probably not. I am bigger than I have ever been. And actually in pretty decent shape. I just got a new full-length mirror in my room because I literally don't have mirrors. I have one in my bathroom, which is like that big. But I got this fucking stupid standing mirror. And I noticed this bloody vein running through my abs, my rib down to my ab, which was like, oh, I haven't seen that for a while. Because obviously I normally prep and get in shape for a reason. So you go, right, well, I'm going to diet for like 17 weeks, which is actually how this was a 17-week diet to end up with like striated glutes and things like that. Horrendous diet, not really that fun. Again, that's why I can't really be bothered to ever do them again. But normally you'd catalog it. You'd go, okay, I end up being in shape because of X, Y, and Z week and blah, blah, blah. And now I'm just sort of just training and having fun. And I'm like, oh, I shouldn't really look like this, but I do. So it's quite good. I'm quite happy with it, to be fair. That's just a whole bunch of shit, to be fair. Shit, Mr. H, I have far more grey hair in my beard than you do. It's white. It's white hair, actually. This is genuinely white. You actually see that it's straight white hair. Like, what? Why is it not grey? I mean, I like the fact that it's white. It's just weird that it's not grey, but all right. I'm sure there's like a genetic mechanism for it being white rather than grey. Nikki, the slayer of... Never mind. Fuck's sake. Okay, I misspoke. Oh, no, I wasn't shitting on you, dude. You seem in good health, though, and not too shredded. No, I am. Honestly, you can't maintain stuff like that anyway. It's awful. No, I run every morning. About like 8.3 to 8.5k before my breakfast. So like I'm in fairly good shape, but like I'm just enjoying it. Like I'm not trying to be. So my main aim is actually just to try and hit 10k every morning, which I don't know if I ever will do, but we'll see. We will see. Oh, sorry, I missed this. Marshmallow, no. What was that for? Was that for me asking to cancel the chair? Yeah, I know, but it's just pain in the ass. Pain in the ass for everyone. So I'm just like, just fucking get a refund. Like it's not worth it for anyone. I think Miss H looks more female than the woke She-Hulk with this beard. Brilliant. Miss H start an SAS training YouTube channel. Brilliant. My chair is more of a literal pain in the behind. Oh dear. Nah, fam, you are worth it. Don't worry about anything. The chair will come whether we refund and get a new one or not. I'm flying to the UK as we speak. I mean, you're not, but I appreciate the sentiment. Super Neon Mike, nice to have you on. You haven't been on for a while, have you? Hey, Mr. H, get the rights from Sega to make a Golden Axe movie. That'd be. I'd love a Golden Axe movie. How epic would that be? That'd be super cool. I would love a Golden Axe movie. Finally, now we get fucking monetization on that thing. Great. God damn it. Mr. H is riled up today. Fandoms beware. Am I? I'm not riled up. What do you want about? I'm not riled up at all. I used to work out a lot, but I have back issues now and struggles with carrying too much weight on me. I do my 150 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, and 30-minute jog a day, and that's enough. Plus some light weights. Man, that's good, dude. Honestly, nothing wrong with that at all. And no one has to work out. Don't see me as someone who's sitting here going, you must work out. Like, honestly, I'll tell you what. One of the things, and this is just being completely open and honest, and just on a level. I wish I never fucking started working out. Like, genuinely. 100%. I genuinely wish I never started working out, just because like it's like I enjoy it and things like that, and I do enjoy it. Like 100%, I do enjoy it. But I tell you what, I think I probably just enjoy being a fat motherfucker too. To be fair, like I would really enjoy that, like just eating candy and shit. I mean, I might not, but in my current state, would I wish that I never worked out to start off with? Yeah, probably. Like it's dependent to what level you do it. Like I started working out and then went straight into bodybuilding, right? Like I worked out for like 6 months and then I went boom straight in and competed as a bodybuilder. I won, FYI, I won. I was the Southwest of England champion, which is pretty fucking cool. But the point is that do I wish I never did that? Yeah, probably, because I went way too much, way too in depth, too obsessed. And now, like, you know, I got stretch marks. I got stretch marks all over my back. I got stretch marks. The inside of my thigh literally looks like a pregnant lady's tummy. Like my stretch marks are all in my legs. I got stretch marks all up through here on my chest from growing too quickly and all this kind of crap. It's not like, you know, I'm sure some people find it attractive, but like, it's not that great to have that many stretch marks. I don't think. I don't know. I still kind of, I don't know. I've got a good balance now, but I spent many years not having a good balance at all. And because of those years that I'll never get back, do I wish I never started working out? Yeah, like 100%. 100%. And that's just being completely open and honest. And I'm sure there'll be many other people that worked out that will say exactly the same kind of thing. Smoke Monster, Mr. H, new catchphrase in the bedroom. I came here to chew bubblegum and slay puss, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Why is it not I came here to chew puss as well? Well, they're not obviously chew it, but eat it. No? Can you not do that as well? I heard that's not a big thing in America or something like that. The UK, I don't think cares that much, to be fair. Oh dear. Oh dear. If you don't stay on, if you don't come for every stream, this won't make any sense. But the last stream that I did, everyone was I don't even know how it got there, but it was like Mr. H, the Slayer of Puss or some shit. How the fuck did that even happen? I can't even keep track. Oh dear. Right, anyway, Mr. H reviews looking trim and hard. What's your secret? So what's your next film project for us to keep an eye on? Will it follow the same theme as the last one, or are you going to sci-fi? Zims, the Dark Lennial. I love your name. It's epic, dude. What's my secret? I go on a run every day, work out every day. In terms of film projects, I'm not doing anything. I am probably just going to sell my next one on Blu-ray, which was it's called Breaking Lights. It's an exploration of suicide, depression, and male-focused mental health, basically. So yeah. Oh my God, Chupus, I'm done. I know, honestly. If anyone's coming in now, when we're talking about this, you're probably really like, what is going on? The title of this video is WarnerMedia merger. And I'm here going, yep. eating pussy or some shit like that, and everyone's like, "What? What are you talking about?" I'm aware. It probably sounds very strange. Go back to the start of the video. You'll see where it starts to deteriorate, and we stop talking about WarnerMedia and AT&T. It'll make sense when you get there, but my God. Oh, dear, oh dear. Yeah, here you go. Alexander Grom. Wow. I expected WarnerMedia and Discovery Talks. But this is better. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. There you go, ladies. Mr. H will tongue wrestle the jelly bean. Feel free to splash now. Oh, that's a bit graphic there. Sketch therapy. That's pretty graphic. Wow. What happens on these fucking live streams? Here you go. The man who refused to die. Yeah, I regret spending so much time in the gym with the health issues it's caused me and my old years. Oh, what health issues has it caused you, dude? I'm genuinely curious for that. What health issues has it caused you? Royston Parker, give it a few more years and you'll have hair as white as Dante from the DMC franchise. Devil May Cry. I hope everyone is okay. Hail Mr. H, Sir Jasper, and hail chat. Thank you. These streams are classic. They degenerate in classic style. They really do. What's this? If you're coming in now, you should be happy to know that Mr. H won't shy away from tongue wrestling the jelly bean. Fuck me. Honestly, what is going on? Ellie Moses, I don't understand much of this stuff. Don't let it corrupt your brain, my dude. Don't you worry about it. Vassy reviews, what the fuck is this chat today? I know, like, honestly, what is going on? It's my fault, to be fair. Great convo to come in on. Apparently so. Anyway, I feel like we're embarrassing Mr. H at school or something. No, honestly, it's fine. Like, it's fine. It is absolutely fine. What's the jelly bean? Ellie, mate. What's the jelly bean? The jelly bean, good sir, is what you must seek out. It is the grand prize. It's like the oyster of a clam. Let's put it that way. Oh, fuck me. Oh, this is terrible. Right. You may not want to answer this, and no problem if you don't, but your thoughts on this Indian variant surging in the UK and Boris being a clown seems they're going to make us suffer. Yes, well, we're talking about cases. No one's died yet. India is completely different to the UK. They don't have the same healthcare. They're not vaccinated as much as we are. They're not as healthy as we are. Like, well, obviously that's debatable. The whole thing's a complete joke. I don't want to get into it. It's absolute garbage. Let's just stop now. Oh my God, my screen went off. Come back to me, screen. Wait for it, lady. There we go. My screen's back. Jasper should get his own channel. He should, but I don't think a Jasper channel will be as special as you guys think it would be. I think it'd be quite difficult to make it interesting and for regular content. I'd love to do a Jasper channel, but I don't think many people would actually watch it, to be fair. Okay, I'll deal with the chair first, then go on an adventure to seek out said jelly bean. Oh, my lord. Oh, my lord. Can we? All right, we'll just change the subject just a little bit now, ladies and gents. Side note, ladies and gentlemen, members, who is here that came to the members only stream on Saturday? Who is here? Obviously, I see some people, but were there people that weren't talking that were there? Let me know. Let me know, because I got 2 emails. I got 2 emails back because I asked for email feedback. Only got 2, which is quite disappointing. I'm not going to lie, because I did ask for more. 2 is pretty disappointing out of like the 30 people that were there. Did you enjoy it? The 2 emails that I got back was good. People liked it. So for those that aren't, those that aren't members and don't know, we have memberships open on the channel, and they do have benefits. So, which I'm trying to work into having members-only streams. We had a members-only stream on Saturday. Feedback seemed to be pretty good. People seem to like it. But yeah, no, I wanted some feedback from it basically. And if you're not a member and you want to support the channel, you want to become a member, please do become a channel member. You do get benefits. Sketch Therapy said you missed it, didn't get a notification. So I posted it in the community tab. You wouldn't have got a normal notification. You would have got a notification in the community tab. I can't do members only streams like that, to be fair. Can you upload it for subscribers? Really wanted to see it, but didn't get any notification. No. That's one of those things that I need to work out, and that's why I need feedback. So it has been deleted. And the thing is I don't want these streams. The members only streams are more personal. They will be more low key, more discussions, things like that. I don't think I want them to stay on the channel. I think I would like them to be deleted, basically. But again, that comes from some of the feedback from people, whether they want it to be or not. But hopefully you can respect and appreciate my wishes either way. Maybe, I don't know. My email address is in the description box. It's misstagereviews@gmail.com. Oh, okay. I didn't actually see your reply. Sorry. In case you didn't see my reply, I've had 5 back issues as well as wrestled for 25 years. So it has led to muscle tears and surgeries to fix said issues, as well as back issues and hip issues. Sorry to hear that, man. That sucks. That is not good. Like, sorry to hear that. That's crap. Very sorry I missed the members only stream. I had a really bad migraine. Please do another one, or on a regular basis would be great. I'd like to. I'm still finding my feet with memberships. So, yeah. I don't see where I can become a member. It's on the channel and should actually be just on the video as well. You can just click it and become a member. Supposedly. I don't know if that will actually happen, though. When am I going to do the next one? I haven't decided, because that one was done on the fly. I need to wait for feedback first. Yeah, and then kind of go from there, to be honest. Get feedback, decide if it's something I'm going to do. Just decide it like that, I think. I enjoyed the stream, laid back, and felt like hanging out with friends. Good, Rob. That was kind of the aim, so appreciate that. You can become a member by clicking the join button next to the subscribe button. There you go. Yeah, no worries. Maybe it would be a weekly thing or bi-monthly. Would love to take part. Yeah, definitely not weekly, because that would be 4 days a week for me streaming. Quite a lot, to be fair. I was thinking it was going to be maybe twice monthly or once a month. But I don't know. I just don't know. That's, again, it was going to be based on feedback, basically. That was kind of the aim. Okay, so Lo-Fi Samurai says just do a member stream once a month or something. Just inherited 200,000. Should I buy an R35 GTR? No, not a new one. And I wouldn't buy an R35 GTR. The transmission shits the bed on launches. You can buy a lot better cars with that money. Oh, Jasper has arisen. Jasper. My screen's turned off again as well. Good times. Jasper. Wait, you ignorant little pooch. You're very tired, aren't you? Hello, mate. Hello, buddy. Oh, he's going down. You're a good boy. They can't see you now. You're a good lad. You're all right. You're tired. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Yes. You want sleepies? Yeah, good boy. Love you, mate. Anyway, there you go. There's some wholesome content for you all. Jasper's been away from the channel for so long. I thought I'd let you all just see him for a little bit at the very least. Jasper is grumpy. He's not actually. He just looks grumpy. He just always looks grumpy. What's this? Jesus Christ, you are bigger now. Yeah. Jasper is in the I just woke up mode. Yep. Weekly or bi-weekly, it builds up community with the subs. Enjoyed having a smaller chat as well. Yeah, I genuinely enjoyed that members only stream. I thought it was nice. Jason Brett, become a member. Thank you so much, dude. And anyone else that wants to become a member, please do. Sir Jasper, you pleb. No. I like the varied topics such as movie stuff and cars. Good. SMFC, I hope you're keeping well. I know there's been talk of a Prometheus retro review, but I would love to see a commentary by yourself on each Alien film from Alien to Alien Covenant. Kind regards. So we're actually going to do a watch along. That was what it was. That's what it started out as. That scruffy face kills me. Love him. He's good, isn't he? Nice jams in the background. I'm listening to Lost Years, Pressure. My sort of 80s jam stuff. No, I won't. Someone has asked me, will I be doing another production run of Blackfield's Blu-ray? No, it's done. I said it was literally limited edition. It was never going to be made again. I am not. It's never being made again, ever. That was the point. I'm not saying you were one of the ones that this. I'm not saying that you are what this next statement pertains to, FYI, but it really does annoy me when people don't believe what I say. Again, I'm not saying you were one of those people. There might have been genuine reasons why you couldn't get it. But I said from the off, it will only be available for 1 month. We extended it by 1 week, which shouldn't have even done anyway. And then interest just petered off and gone. And even afterwards, we've got loads of emails going, oh, yeah, but I thought it was going to... No, why did you think it was going to be available? Why? Like I literally said, once it's gone, it is absolutely gone. It will never come back. Ever. And that's the point. Like, I can't sell it as a limited edition thing and then keep selling it. Like, I would be a total cunt if I did that. I really... And I'm not singling you out. I'm not. I'm just saying, anyone that thought that I'm literally a man of my word, you know. I was never, ever, ever going to keep doing it. I cannot keep doing it. You know, if I said it's limited edition, it's limited edition. It's the same as the... I sold these, right? These are Black Knight figures. And I didn't think anyone was going to buy them, but there was 10 available. And then they were all gone in one stream. And they're never going to be made again, ever. And I even had Tiffany... I even had Tiffany message me afterwards and go, shall we make 5 more? Because the demand was there. And I was like, no. Nope. Like, no. Cannot. Like, if I say it's limited to 10, it has to stay limited to 10. Because if I was one of those people that got it thinking I was going to miss out, and then someone just went and made more, I'd go, what a fucking dickhead. I would genuinely feel conned. And so... yes, I could make more and sell more, but then I'd be an arsehole. And that's nah. Like, money's not worth that. Like, it's not worth ruining your reputation over. So, yeah. I just had to say it. I have to get that off my chest. And I'm not, again, I really am saying, I'm not saying it's you are one of those people. It's not what I'm trying to do. But I have to get that off my chest. Because when I say it is limited run, it is absolutely limited run. Jason Brett says, am I right that you probably won't make another film after Breaking Lights? Yes. Breaking Lights is finished anyway, by the way. The most recent film, which I ever made, was actually on the channel. It's called Bjorn and Frida. That is the most recent film that I made, and it is on the channel. Breaking Lights was made immediately after Blackfields. And it was actually edited and ready to go like 2 weeks after finishing production. It's been sat on my YouTube channel for ages. I just haven't got, like, I haven't figured out a way to release it because Blackfields was such a cock up on it being released, basically. Like, yeah, the Blackfields was just shit on release. Like, it wasn't what I wanted it to do, and it was an abject failure in my book, basically. So I think Breaking Lights will end up being a Blu-ray exclusive. I think so. Yeah. Ethics, please make a comeback. Yeah, well, it's important, isn't it? It is important. Maybe that's why streaming is a thing. Physical media costs more. No, not really, because no one paid to stream Blackfields anyway. Everyone, 20,000 people watched it for free, and not even 1,000 people bought a Blu-ray. Pretty bad conversion rates, to be fair, when you think about it. I got my Blackfields Blu-ray. I love the film and the documentary. Great work, Mr. H. Well, I appreciate that, man. I've actually got my own Blu-ray down in there as well. I have one of the Black Knight figures and can't wait for it. I can't wait for mine. I get the one in the photos is the prototype, which I should be. Mine should be being sent out tomorrow, which I'm really looking forward to getting. And I will show you it physically here for you to actually see, because I think it's important as well. I just couldn't. Yeah, I just couldn't get it in time to do the release. This is why I'm a subscriber of your channel, Mr. H, because your ethics and values. Well, thank you so much. And I hope you're holding up all right as well. Hey, I'm on new retro wave at the moment. What's this? I don't know what's happened, but there's no member option on my screen. There is for other channels like PewDiePie and Markiplier, but not for you. You need to join, but also check what you're on as well, to be fair. Never say never. You're young. Who knows what you may create in the future? You are. I mean, I'm happy not to be fair. I'm fine with what I'm doing now. Do you think the sales of Blackfield suffered because of Brexit? No. Nah. That wouldn't be it. Not at all. Ha! I love the box with burning Godzilla figure in the background. Huge Godzilla fan here. Oh, Ellie Moses sent me that actually as a gift, which was pretty bloody surprising. He's a dude. He's really cool. Sorry I didn't email you about the Saturday stream. I wanted to. I was just really busy all weekend. It was really cool. I liked it. I hope you do it more. No, don't be sorry. It's okay. It's just good to the point of memberships for me is to completely level, right? Doing streaming, having memberships open and getting super chats is how the channel stays alive at the moment. Like, that's just leveling, because the videos are just shit. Like, YouTube is just burying the channel, right? Like, it's just really, really bad. So the whole point of me asking for feedback is to try and keep you as members. I want to give you something to keep you as a member. Like, I don't want to put stuff. I will never put videos behind like paywalls and stuff like that. I don't like doing that. But if I say, well, we'll do this specifically only for members, well, that's different. It's not putting something behind a paywall. It's, oh, hey, sign up and you get this as a benefit. Do you want to sign up? Yes, cool. Like, no worries. Like, I won't like start something and then I don't know. But the idea is obviously try and keep you guys as members. So that's where the feedback is really important, because it's to benefit you. Like, I want to give you guys something. That's the whole point of it, which then in turn obviously gives me something. It's a mutually beneficial relationship. Hopefully, it's a symbiosis like Venom. But that's the aim, isn't it? The aim is to obviously keep you guys as members. So don't be sorry. Like, you're busy. Of course, like, I appreciate that. But if you liked it and it's something that you guys want to do again, Yeah, like 100%. It was enjoyable for me as well. Like, I hope I made it pretty clear, like, because there's such few people, like, you do have to keep the energy alive a little bit. But you guys seem to, so I think it went well. I think it went well. I'm doing okay, thanks, Mr. H. Picking up my dad's ashes tomorrow. Kind of sad, of course, but it's life. We'll have his memories now. But what it is, but it is what it is. Well, I'll tell you what, dude. In terms of the memories that you have, so one of the kind of rules I live by anyway is that, you know, life is just a series of experiences, right? And then you die. But your life is made up of those series of experiences, and you should have to make as many experiences as possible to say you truly lived. So those memories that you have with your father means that you and him live together. You know, it's special. Like it means that you have something. It's tangible as well. So I hope you're all right at the very least. Can you put Breaking Lights behind a paywall or something? I'm still effed up because I don't have anything to read the Blu-ray. I know I'm in the minority though. Probably not. I think people will be pissed if I do that. There's a difference between doing it on, you know, on as a physical. I don't know. Again, I haven't decided. I don't have any decisions yet. Guessing this is something that you've considered already, but how about asking Tiffany to make a Jasper-inspired figurine? I noticed on her Instagram that she does do animal-inspired sculpts. I have actually, and I think she would. She loves Jasper. When everyone loves Jasper, don't they? I tell you what I would love to do is if we could get a Space Jasper figurine. What do you guys think to a Space Jasper figurine? Or would you want a more realistic Jasper figure? What do you guys think? Space Jasper, maybe Space Jasper Mark II. What do you guys think? I don't know. I'd love it. I'd love a Jasper figurine. It'd be badass. It'd be cool. Jasper would be paying them bills. He owes me about $6,000. The little shit from his leg when he snapped his leg and I had to pay for it all. That was fun. That was really fun and sad because, of course, he snapped his leg, little dude. Space Jasper being walked by Space Jeebus. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'll see. I'll ask Tiffany if she wants to do a Jasper figurine. Again, they'll be limited. Like there won't be 10. There'll probably be a little bit more. But I'd like, yeah, I would like a Jasper figure. I think it'd be cool. And his little sad face. Jasper to the moon and back. Space Jasper. He's a dude. Love Jasper. He's epic. He's proper asleep at the moment. Are you asleep? Hey, buddy. You all right? You sleepy? As long as he got better, that's the main thing. He did. Bless him. After like $6,000 or $6,000, I can't remember how much it was in the end. Bloody expensive. Do pre-sale only? Yes, that's what it would be anyway. Same as these Black Knight figures. They were maximum we're going to make is 10. We'll do the pre-sales and then release. Be the same as the other one, to be fair. Tongue and jelly bean shirt, limited run. Just a suggestion. I shouldn't I? I should do that. That would be good. I think that'd be good fun. I'd like to do that. I think that'd be great. I might, I might ask my graphic designer for that. If anyone else has any ideas or could sketch something up, let me know. And it has to be a PNG file, and then I'll use it on a design. Oh my lord! Look at the wide back of yours. Cheers. Appreciate it. I eat steak and work out every now and then. Sometimes. Did I hear about Zack Snyder saying Justice League 2 has been written? No. I don't care. Justice League 1 wasn't that great. I don't care. Just rewatching your AVP playthrough. Who did you like playing as more? I always like playing as a Predator more. I like the Alien, though. Jelly bean of slaying. We need a tongue and jelly bean emojis. We do. A Jasper idol for my living room is a must, so I can worship the elder one, Jasper. Fuck's sake. Epic. You guys are brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm actually in the process of trying to get a bloody umbrella for my my GTIR of all things. Oh, I got some feedback then. Cool. It was very good and enjoyable. It started off slow, but I think that is due to no one really knowing what we were doing, due to it being new. Fair. Going forward, I think it's a great idea. Maybe put out a poll for members for opening discussion topics, and then we will have a starting point. What do you guys think to that? That may work, but it may also put people off. I'm not sure. I agree. It sometimes could be too regimented. By the end of the stream, I feel that everyone there was happy to go for more, which is always a good sign. Yeah, no, I'll agree with that as well. I think people are a bit dismayed that it only lasted an hour. I would agree with that as well. I'm happy to keep turning up to them as long as you're happy to keep doing them. Good. And the last question is a no. I haven't actually tried yet, FYI, because the individual is watching the stream. There you go. Yeah, good. I think that's pretty good feedback, to be fair. Do a squeaky chair t-shirt. I should. I really should. Yo, my copy finally came in. Good. Well, I hope you enjoy it either way. Since the Black Knight sold out in one stream, does that mean we're going to get a Mr. H and Jasper figure? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'd want myself on a figurine, to be fair. Maybe. I'll see about a Jasper figure. I'll ask her about a Jasper figure. I don't think anyone's going to buy me as a figurine. Yeah. Mr. H is actually short for Mr. Holy Shit, this guy is huge. I'm not that big. Can you apply some of that bronzer on your next OnlyFans video? Well, I don't have an OnlyFans. Not that I have anything against people that do have OnlyFans, but I don't have one. And no, it's not bronzer. It's a very specific tan with a very specific reason. And no, it takes weeks to come off normally. So no, I'm good. Dear, oh dear. Would the H figure have legs? No, it would have to be sat down. It would have to be sat down. A figure of me would have to be sat down. Like it would have to be, wouldn't it? Max Zorin. Perhaps you could do a live stream of short movies with permission of the producers, directors, and maybe even have them on for a discussion. 9 times out of 10, those short films would have then been licensed and the rights would have been given out to a film festival. So actually probably not right. Also, side note, ladies and gents, Blackfields did actually make it into a film festival, but I declined it. Which will probably annoy a few people, but let me explain it. I'll explain the thought process. So Blackfields did actually make it into a film festival, 100%. I've got the email to confirm it because they were very confused because they were like, but you've removed it. Why have you removed it? And I explained basically. So this was for, I think this was for PopCon Festival, if I remember rightly. I can't remember exactly, but basically, I submitted it and I got initial feedback and stuff like this, right? So I got initial feedback, and the initial feedback was garbage, right? It was crap, which is fair enough. Like, I get it. The initial feedback was bad. The film was bad in their eyes. 100%, no worries, absolutely fine. And they liked certain elements and stuff like that, but it was very clear that it wasn't good. You know, you could just see they were like, yeah, we don't think it's actually good. And that's, I respect that. So I sat on it for a little bit. And then I just removed it, basically. I was like, nope, we'll, what was it called? I just removed it, basically. I removed the entrance. I can't remember what you bloody call it. But anyway, so I got rid of it. And then I got an email recently. My fucking screen's turned off again. Oh my god. These goddamn things. So let me see. Is this going to work now? Is this going to work? I might have actually bitched my screen out permanently. Let's have a look. Ah, there we go. That should work now. There we go. We got a screen back. Right. So I removed it, and then I got this email saying, "Oh, you know, let us know what your plans are. Do you want to screen it or not? You know, what name shall we use for promotion? Blah 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 blah." And I was like, "Look, hey, you know, hope you're well." As I chose to withdraw my film from the festival, and I said basically, I don't want to make up numbers. Like, I don't want to be a person that just makes up numbers at film festivals. I hate that. I think that's crap. I think that's one of the major drawbacks with any film festival is people just making up numbers. Marshmallow's going to go now. Take care. Message Jasper chat. Peace out, dude. So I said, I don't want to make up numbers. So I withdrew it because your feedback was bad, basically. And I respect the feedback. But it was pretty clear on the initial feedback that the film would simply be there to make up numbers and not actually stand a chance. Like, so it seems like a fruitless venture to me at that point. And I paid all my fees, so I literally just lost money. But that's the point. Like, again, it's I don't know. It's like to have some conviction behind your actions. Like, I'm happy to lose money if, you know, I'm not going to just make up numbers. I think that's just pointless. So I said, look, you know, I've learned a lot from making the films. Happy, you know, with the feedback and things like that. I was like, but, you know, I'm not going to be there just to make up numbers. And then I said as well, look, ultimately, don't want to make up any numbers for the sake of it. So I don't actually need exposure from a film festival because I don't. Like, my channel offers me the exposure, thankfully. But I also don't see the point of taking the space of someone else that doesn't have my platform and could really, really do with that exposure. No matter if their film's better than mine or worse than mine, it doesn't matter. Someone like that should make up the numbers because that could be their chance of a lifetime. You know, that could be they could be over the moon by something like that. And I was just like, why would I take that from someone? Like, I've had over 20,000 views on my film. That's more than what most of these people would get at their film festivals. Like, genuinely. So I just didn't see the point of it. So I said, genuinely, I think you should let other people compete, basically. I don't see the point in me just taking someone else's spot that would benefit from it better. You know, multifaceted. I think someone would genuinely benefit from it more than I would. You know, you enter for a few things. Like, I entered to be in a chance of winning, which is what I wanted to do. It's very evident that it was never going to do that from their initial feedback. So I chose to remove it. Someone else may have entered because they just want people to see it. But I've got loads of people seeing my film. I don't need to be entered. So hopefully it gives someone else the opportunity. My film spans the runtime of what 2 films could be. So hopefully it gives 2 people the chance of getting screened and 2 people getting the chance of their dreams coming true of why they entered. So hopefully, anyway, I hope that'd be good. So just to let you know, basically, that's what happened. Like, I was a semi-finalist for one, which I was really pleased with because that was a film festival that actually only screened their finalists. So, like, it's such a weird setup. I think that was Vancouver International Film Festival, if I remember rightly. But basically, they notify you if you're in for a chance of winning. So you're like, I'm a semi-finalist. I was like, that's great. But only finalists get screened. Again, so not making up numbers. They literally only show people that win. And I think that's the better way to do a film festival. But so just to let you all know, it did actually, I guess, semi-finalists for another film festival as well, or could have been, but not really. Would have just made up numbers with this other people. So other people can hopefully get more of an opportunity. Read by Nature could have still been an opportunity to get eyes on your work, especially from a different crowd than those who subscribe to you. Maybe, but I don't want to make up numbers, so no. Hopefully that actually that's explanation enough. Allowing others to take your place is very honourable and classy. Yeah, I thought so, to be fair. What's this? Think you mean Breaking Lights, which isn't on the channel. What's that? What am I missing? Yeah, Breaking Lights isn't on the channel yet. Well, it is. It's actually sat there in my videos on private. Might be released one day. We shall see. Oh, here we go. How does YouTube ads work? If I skip an ad, do you still get paid, or do I need to watch the whole ad for you to get paid? So I actually don't know, to be fair. I think some of them do, and some of them don't. I think, generally speaking, as a rule, if you skip an ad, it will at the very least decrease something. But then I think maybe it still works as well on some rate. I actually have no idea, in fairness. So your guess is as good as mine. But, you know, if you're in a rush, don't ever just sit there and watch a video like an advert. Like, I get it. People are in a rush and stuff like that. But skipping ads, I think, ultimately would probably impact revenue in some form or another. But I genuinely don't know. And that's just me being honest. I 100% don't know. Because in the way that they break it down on your analytics, there is like a revenue from skippable adverts. So it's like, so did I get anything because someone skipped it or not? Like, it's not obvious is my point. So I wouldn't want to give you a complete, that's the clear-cut one. I miss your short-sighted series. Is that done forever? No, nothing's ever done forever. Maybe I'll bring it back. We'll see. Can you make a limited life-size statue, squeaky chair and everything? I don't know if I'd want to make a life-size statue of me. I don't know what people would do with it. I think people would be a bit strange with, you know, don't want it to become a sex doll or some shit like that. No. As evidenced by the fact of me standing up, and people go weird when I stand up. That, again, it's not just me throwing out weird comments, you know, that people would do weird things with it. I only have to stand up and people go a bit weird in the chat these days. So, True Mixed Blood. I know I've hit this point a bit, but I've never heard your view. Would you cover Bloodborne lore content on the channel? Lovecraft and Berserk inspired? Maybe, but maybe not. I've never played the game, in fairness, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether it would do well or not. I'm still trying to play bloody Resident Evil Village, to be fair. Still trying to figure out why that game bitches out all the time. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Does anyone want that to happen? Do people want me to do that? I guess, like, you're here. Would you want me to do it? Let me know. And don't just say yeah. Like, would you actually watch it if I did it is the question. We were born in the gutter. We can't help it. For fuck's sake. People forget what legs look like. True. They're on my second channel, which is linked in the description box. If you want to see my legs, they are on my second channel. It's a car channel. Check it out. Can we pre-order Breaking Lights? Not yet. Not yet, but maybe soon. When you get your new chair, does that mean longer streams? Yeah, actually, yeah. No, great question. And yeah, probably if it doesn't hurt my back, and if I get this chair again, I have asked Ellie to cancel the order completely. So just bloody cancel it, get a refund because this is a nightmare for everyone involved. Mainly you, Ellie. To be fair. But yeah, like if it doesn't fuck my back up, yeah, I'm happy to do longer streams. Could you do dramatic readings of Lovecraft with other YouTubers and kind of make it like your own creepypasta? There's a lot of good voices on YouTube. I do that already of myself. I wouldn't get other YouTubers involved. It's a nightmare to work with other people. It's just a pain in the ass. So no, I would just do. I have Lovecraft readings on my channel, dude. What a funny ass selling point if you want to see my legs. Well, hey, look. It seems to work. People seem to keep heading on over there. Now I'm rebuilding a really cool, really cool rally car. Basically, if you like cars or you're just interested in what I do outside of the channel, which is just fuck about cars, basically, or just eat food or gym. There's no gymming on there. Don't worry. There's no food on there either. Although there was in one video recently, I was munching in the car because I was hungry. I'm rebuilding this rally car. It's called a Nissan Pulsar GTIR. This isn't what mine looks like. Oh, no, I've deleted them. Ah, bumholes. Let me have a look. This isn't what mine looks like, but this is what it could potentially look like in the end. This is a Nissan Pulsar GTIR. It's a Group A rally homologation special. It's pretty rare, pretty cool, and I'm rebuilding one on my car channel. So, yeah, check it out if you like. I love that Datsun pickup on your Car Nonsense channel. The exhaust sounds great. Thank you. It's not very popular, but I think it's just because it's so weird. But I love that. I absolutely love it. I think it's cool. He did the Nameless City. I did. I enjoyed doing that one. Want more legs? Go here. Yes. Please do follow me over on Instagram at Missed Reviews. Just got a new chair myself. I wish you luck getting your new one. We need it at this point. We do need it. Mr. H, when friends are allowed over, I will watch Ape versus Monster. Don't do it to yourself. It is bad. Mr. H, in a zombie apocalypse, what are your 2 weapons of choice? And would you bunker down in a place? And where? Would you keep moving and towards where? I keep moving, I think. My 2 weapons of choice, probably my. I've got the Executioner's sword upstairs from Blackfields. I've got the lead sword in my bedroom. That's funny, isn't it? Can you imagine having a bird over, be like, "Hey, love, do you want to come upstairs and see my sword?" They go, "What? What are you on about?" Like, no, seriously, do you want to come upstairs to my bedroom and see my sword? And then just pull out an actual sword. Oh, dear, oh dear. Fuck's sake. So I probably use the sword and I don't know, a gun. 2 things. Like a gun, you'd run out. Oh, Jasper's up again. A gun, you'd run out of ammo, isn't it? So you do need melee weapons, to be fair. Jasper, you all right? Hello, mate. You being grumpy with me? What if I got you a treat? Oh, do you want a treat, good sir? I think he wants a treat. Do you want a treat? You want a treat? You want treats? I'll get you a treat. I'll get you a treat. I shall be back. What if the girl has a sword too? Sword fight. Fuck's sake. Right. Don't yawn and chew. Bad for your health. Mr. MH. What have you been saying? Persistent. Someone said persistent. You've been asking a question. Yeah, you have. Mr. H, have you seen Eddie Moses' review of The Thing? The look of revulsion and abject horror on Eddie's face was wonderful. I have not. I'll have to check that out. I have not seen that at all. I will have to check that out. Would you like to see my weapon? It's an actual weapon. Sword fight for the first date winning. Fuck's sake. Oh my god. Right, anyway. Just film dumb moments with Jasper and make a channel for him. I should, shouldn't I? Legs are a glitch in the Matrix. I don't have legs. What you saw, you did not see. Shush, shush, shush. More leg lore. Have I seen Love, Death and Robots? So I watched the first episode and a bit of the second episode of second season. I found the first episode whack. I'm not going to lie. I really did not like the first episode. I thought it was shit. Second episode has actually been a bit of a drag, to be fair. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. It lacks the magic, I think. I genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't know what to say. It just seems not that great. This chat has been very pro-vagina. Good work, chat. I'm very pro-vagina. There's no issue with vagina here. All good. I have a lightsaber and a sword. I'd win. Jesus. Jasper only answered if super chat. Yeah. If and when you get a new chair, will you blow up the old one? Probably not. Oh no, Mr. Smith is taking Mr. H. Am I watching Castlevania? I've done a review of it already. See, these things annoy me because it just shows you haven't been notified, and that shows that YouTube is just fucked up. So that's really, really annoying. Yes, I've reviewed season 4 already. That's annoying. That's a shame. I already reviewed it. I reviewed it like the day or 2 days after it was released. It's on the channel. That's frustrating because it just that right there, ladies and gents, is showing how fucked YouTube is at the moment. You know, shame. I want to see Jasper more active. We see him sleeping a lot, but then again, he is a dog. Yeah, he is. He's very active. You can see some of those things over on my Instagram, actually. Oh, there he is. He's pretty active now. He's moving about. You're a mate. You're a boy. Come here, buddy. What are you doing? Am I just talking at the computer again like an idiot? What are you doing, mate? No. Come here. Lovely boy. You right? You sleepy? You sleepy? We'll watch that video then. Damn YouTube not notifying me. We'll check it out. Honestly, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. YouTube sucks. He's looking at you like, what the fuck you want? I know. Yeah, but then he sits like this like a baby. He's such a good dog. You're right. You're a good boy. Right. I know. You have your limits. I know, mate. You're a good lad. You're a good boy. Look at that scruff. Not that scruffy, to be fair. He was a lot scruffier than this before. He's pretty scruffy. He was very scruffy before. Whatever happened to the British Dracula series with the female Van Helsing? It was done. It was only a 3-episode miniseries. That was all it was. He doesn't want to sleep. I would say a few words, but then I'd have to go. He genuinely does not want to sleep. I know exactly what he wants. But it's far from sleeping. But Jasper's very... he's very well behaved until you say a few certain words and then he'll go mental. So I know exactly what he wants, and it's not to sleep. Is it, mate? No. You're just out of shot, buddy. You're just out of shot, bro. You're right. Oh. You're a good boy. Yeah, Robin Blade. That is exactly what it is. Yeah. But he doesn't know those words. Like I've managed to teach him around it. You're right, bud. What are you doing? What? I get notified for channels I'm not even sub to. Fuck's sake. That is annoying. Yeah, no, so Jasper knows. I've just left it in the chat. He knows that word. Those words. A Jasper channel would get so many subs. Mistage would get jealous. Nah, I'm good. I'm all good. Jasper's great. I love Jasper. He's a dude. I would never get jealous of Jasper. All the girls love Jasper. I don't need to get jealous of Jasper. It's all good. Isn't it, mate? You're right. Right, on that note, ladies and gents, I am going to disappear because we're going to say those fateful words and you're going to have to see what I have to put up with. Jasper, do you go for wee-wees? Do you go for wee-wees? You'll go for wee-wees? Yeah? You'll go for wee-wees? All right then, mate. Told you. It's those words. You'll go for wee-wees? You'll go for wee-wees? Yes. He's sat there waiting by the door now, so I need to go. One shot says, hey, Mr. H, you're just joining in. Have you seen the Snake Eyes G.I. Joe trailer? I have not. I will have to check it out. But as I have said, wee-wees, I need to leave. So I do need to go because my dog needs to go out for a wee now. Please do follow me over on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. H Reviews. Go and subscribe to my second channel. And yeah, we will do longer live streams for sure. I'm happy to do longer live streams, but thank you all so much. Take care.